Hello, and good morning. How are you doing, Kevin? Hmm, you look like you're upset. Well, I'm Dr. Ross Hansburg, so here we go. Let's take a look here. Ah, well, this is a bit much that you wrote. Well, let's see if we can shorten this up. What seems to be your problem today? Okay, you say you're confused but mad at the same time. Well, first, what has you mad? Okay, it's something your friends did. And what did they do? Okay, they set you up on a surprise. Okay, what was wrong with the surprise? It's how it ended. Okay, well, tell me, how did it happen, word for word? Okay, so your friends, and this happened during the daytime or during the nighttime? Oh, this happened during the nighttime. Okay, well, what happened? Okay, your friends said they had a surprise for you for your birthday. And how long ago was your birthday? A couple of weeks back. Okay. Well, they said it was your birthday and they had a surprise for you. What else? They took you to some room. Do you remember where it was? Well, we'll worry about the little details later, but they took you to a room, and what did they do? They made you sit down in a chair and blindfold you. Okay. And you felt hands touching your they gave you one of those surprises. Okay, there's no need to explain the detail. Basically, it was your birthday. They sat you down in a chair in some room somewhere. Let me guess, they tied your hands? Okay, they tied your hands. Oh, they didn't tie your hands. They just told you to keep the blindfold on. And that's when somebody performed on you. And how good was she? Oh, it wasn't a she? Oh, it is a she. Well, okay, I think I'm getting the picture here. So you basically got blindfolded, your arms weren't tied down, somebody came out of nowhere, and they gave you a quite a wonderful performance to where you reached your climactic moment. And only after when you took the blindfold off did you realize you had excuse me if I use this term abruptly, a tranny in front of you. And oh, wait, hold up, there was more. They recorded it. Well, that is certainly something that they can get in trouble for. But where's the confusion in it, though? They told you not to tell anybody or they'll broadcast it all over the internet. Well, I don't need to tell you too much about how the rest of this is going to go, Mr. Kevin. I can tell you definitely how it should be going. Basically, you are the victim of being blackmailed as well as a victim of a sex crime. Yes, you are. And what's the confusing? And the confusing part is what? That you enjoyed getting that performance done on you? Yes, okay, see, I understand that part. That's the confusing part. The fact is that you enjoyed it, but then when you took off the mask, you were disgusted. And I get that. And then on to top it all off, your friends were recording you, and then they blackmailed you with the footage saying, if you tell anybody, we're going to make sure this gets all over the internet. And I understand that. That's why I see why now you really came over here to see me, and probably, let me guess, you stopped hanging with them for a while, right? Oh no, you still do. You still hang with them? Oh, they are forcing you to still be around them while they go ahead and just, let me guess, nitpick at you and throw it in your face that you got done, you got this, you got that, you enjoyed it because you thought it was a woman, but it was a tranny. Well, let me help you understand, like I said, why I said this was why you were a victim of a sex crime. First, you were lured to a place under false pretense by your friends. Two, they recorded it. And did you give them your consent? See, right there. You didn't give them your consent. Even if you enjoyed it, whatever the story is, it's called you thought this was a woman. Instead, they did something against you as a person that you did not like. First, they're recording it without your consent. Two, they set it up to make you think you were going to have a private stripper come perform for you. And three, the most important thing, though, is they blackmailed you, saying that if you tell anybody, they're going to go public with it. So right now, your friends are looking at least these things. They are the accusers and not necessarily accusers is the correct word. I'll let the Lord explain it to you more, but you have a solid case against your friends. They blackmailed you, they humiliated you, and then they recorded something without your consent. This is something that should not be happening. And it has happened before in the past where, prime example, a man out of nowhere brings over a beautiful woman and she is looking beautiful. She let this beautiful woman kiss a man, only for that guy with the microphone to turn around and say, oh, hey, you just kissed a man. The other person got disgusted. They felt violated. But see, jokes like this is what later on leads to people getting shot and killed over. So I understand. It's okay. Oh my God. Kevin, look at me. It's okay. I get why you're crying about it a little bit, but you are a man. You don't have to cry about this. But listen to me. You've had plenty of time to cry. You've had plenty of time to shed some tears. But now isn't the time to shed tears. Did you report this to anybody? No, you haven't. And they're still holding evidence against you, right? Well, now is the time for you to get up and report this. I get it. It's embarrassing and it'll be hard to explain to a lot of people that you don't swing that way and that you're not into this type of stuff. I get it. But now, Kevin, now is the time to put this all out there before they try to expose you and try to say, oh, you're gay. Well, guess what? You're about to turn this little problem of yours into an advantage. And you want to know how? You're going to show the world that these men are suspicious. Not suspicious is the word. You're going to show that a lawyer will, like I said, a lawyer will tell you this better, but you're going to show the world that these men set up innocent victims and innocent friends to try to turn them into, quote, gay men. And I can see now if you were cool with it. I can see if you went along with it, but you didn't, and they didn't tell you, and you didn't give them your consent to record this. Trust me, take it from me. The whole recording thing is a serious matter that you can nail them to the wall against, and I'll tell you why. Many years ago, when I was working somewhere, a group of people came in and decided they're going to record whatever they want to record. They didn't get the consent of the people who own the business, and they damn sure didn't get permission from the people in charge who were working in the business. So when the people went to the guys with the cameras, they told them to stop. The people cussed them out, they gave them an attitude and everything. And then when the police came, they asked them the same question. Did you get the consent of the people who own this business? Did you get the consent of the people who are working in this business? Now, the people with the cameras, they tried to talk their way out of it. In the end, long story short, they ended up being arrested. And when they asked what was the charge was for illegal recording. You are not allowed to record any people, any places, unless you're outside of the building. Now, the building, that's understandable, but the people, that's where they got in trouble at. And they tried to use, and I remember looking into the case, they tried to say, we were just doing something that was for our business, our promotion, whatever they want to call themselves doing. But that's when the judge asked them in court, did you get the consent of the people who were working there? You should have seen the look on their faces when they tried to explain that away. In the end, all their footage was more or less confiscated by the police. It was safely deleted. And those people, they got at least a year or two in jail because they illegally recorded something without the consent of the people who were working inside of the building. My point to you, Kevin, is what happened to you makes you a victim of a sex crime. Your friends can tell you all the stuff they want to tell you about how we'll broadcast this video, we'll put it all out there, we'll let everybody know that you're gay and that you're into transsexual women. But guess what? They didn't get your consent to record it. They lured you to a place under false pretense, and you have been humiliated as a man. So guess what? It may look bad when they try to post that all over the internet, but guess what? You didn't give them your consent. So, as far as I'm concerned, you have a solid case. And a lawyer, if you have the right money, a lawyer will take this case. And they will have your friends in jail. And even if your friends stop talking to you after this, guess what? They're not your friends. And they're not your friends because if they cared about your feelings and if they respected you as a man, they wouldn't have done this. They could have did the easy way, took you to a strip club, let you have a stripper in all up in your face and giving you a lap dance. Or they could have took you to a bar and said, hey, birthday man right here, drinks are on us, we're getting you in drunk tonight. Or they could have took you to your home and said, hey, friends and family are here, today's your birthday, let's have a good time. They could have done that too, but instead they did this. So the time for crying, Kevin, is over. You don't need to cry no more. What I want you to do as a man is own up to this and don't be afraid to stand before a jury, a judge, and people inside the courtroom and say, this is how my friends treated me. And if your friends get mad at you for putting them out on Front Street, as I like to say, if they get mad at you for putting them out like this, then guess what? They have no one to blame but themselves, because what they think is a cruel joke, it might not be a joke to you or to others. And anybody will support you with this. But my session is almost up. Is there anything else you want to share with me? Oh, well, thank you. Anytime, man. That's why I'm here. My name's Dr. Ross Hansburg. I'm not only a therapist, but I provide people with my own advice. And you don't have to take none of this stuff for what it's worth, but I want you to do the right thing for yourself and not sit here and wait for it to get that bad. So pick yourself up, walk out that door with your head held up high, and when you see your friends again and they get mad at you, you let them know with a straight face, y'all are not my friends. And I don't ever need to talk to you ever again, all right? You have yourself a wonderful day, sir. It was nice talking to you, Kevin.